Hey everybody, Brendan Coates here, and in today's video I want to talk about the overprescription and the overconsumption of antibiotics. That's right, yesterday on my Instagram I presented a problem, and in my clinical practice I see this time and time again. So many people are using antibiotics too frequently, too much. We're being inadvertently exposed to antibiotics, and I have a solution for you, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brendan. I'm also known as the Gut Whisperer, and I help successful adults lose weight, reduce inflammation, relieve their bloating or any digestive issues in a very condensed short period of time with my proprietary program, GFL, Gut Friendly Living. It's a 6-week program. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the use of antibiotics, and we're being overprescribed, overconsumed, and some simple strategies to implement with this information moving forward. So really quick, here's just the anatomy of the digestive tract. Now, make no mistake, you might know, you probably know, you've heard it so many times before, we have a microbiome in our gut. That's right, our small intestine has a significant amount of bacteria, and then the large intestine has even a more significant amount of more diverse bacteria. And their job is to not only support our immune system, but to assist in the aid of digestion and absorption and elimination. And so many more other things like brain chemicals and pathways and enzymes, working on one another. Like, it's very important. Our microbiome, our bacteria, actually has more bacteria in our body than it does of human cells, over like 100 to 1 sort of thing. So it's actually like we are a bacterial ecosystem living on a human body. Kind of wrap that around your head. So anyways, talking about that, but we also have a microbiome on our skin. We have an oral microbiome. We have bacteria all over our body, and it's important to have a diverse, healthy, thriving microbiome with healthy bacteria. And each and every time we perhaps take a prescription of antibiotics to get rid of a bacterial infection, it wipes out over 50% of the bacteria in not only our microbiome in our gut, but also in the rest of our body. For example, let's say you're going to a dentist and you've got a root canal scheduled, although I'm not a fan of those. Dentists will actually prescribe antibiotics prior to the operation in order to prevent a potential bacterial infection from happening. But that wipes out all of the healthy bacteria, about 50%. And also, we're being exposed to foods with antibiotics, vegetables with antibiotics. We're using lotion that completely wipes out the bacterial culture on our hands. We're using mouthwash that kills 99% of bacteria in our mouth. We need the bacteria in our mouth for the whole digestive process. In fact, the bacteria in our mouth is also responsible for the production of nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is imperative for our whole body's health. And when you're wiping out all of the bacteria on our hands, you're really leaving yourself susceptible to acquiring rogue pathogens and bad bacteria because you don't have the good bacteria. So here are some simple strategies that I hope that you can really kind of understand and implement. Number 1, don't use mouthwash. Try using Food Grade Hydrogen Peroxide. If you've been on my channel or if I've been teaching you, you know that Food Grade Hydrogen Peroxide can be a replacement from traditional mouthwash. Stop using the hand sanitizer and just get some nice holistic soap. Try to stay away from canned foods. Try to stay away from factory farmed meats. Believe it or not, all of these animals that we're consuming are being preventatively given antibiotics to prevent any potential bacterial overgrowth or infection. And by doing so, we are consuming those animals, those meats with those antibiotics. We are being exposed way too much to antibiotics. And in my clinical practice, whenever people come to me with H. pylori or C. diff or SIBO or any form of bacterial overgrowth, oftentimes doctors will overprescribe antibiotics. Now, in some acute cases, yes, they do work magnificently. But at the same time, when you are taking antibiotics, contrary to what most doctors and GPs will tell you, you need to take probiotics between the doses of the antibiotics. They work even better by providing your body with good probiotics and getting rid of the bad bacteria with the antibiotics. But in most cases, doctors will advise the patient to stay away from taking probiotics. But in my experience and in my clinical experience, I suggest individuals take antibiotics as well as taking the probiotics if they've been prescribed that prescription. Also, one more note, do not cut your antibiotic dose short. The doctor has prescribed a certain amount for a certain amount of time, and you need to fulfill that prescription, because if you don't and you cut it short, there is a probable chance that that bacteria will become resistant to the antibiotics because you didn't complete the whole dose. As a result, you'll have some of those bad bacteria stay within your body and they'll be resistant, and then you're going to get sick again, and then you're going to need a stronger, larger dose, and that's going to perpetuate into a worse problem down the road. So I hope you found that valuable. The simple solution: eat prebiotic foods, take probiotics. Again, stay away from all of those bacterial killing things. We have an ecosystem of healthy bacteria, so you need to embrace that. And if you're really, really challenged, I implore you to reach out to me. In fact, maybe you can watch my webinar training. It's all about living a gut-friendly lifestyle. It's all about my program, my 6-week gut reset program. I want you to watch it. It's a free training. And then afterwards, if you feel as though that it's a fit for you, send me a message, let me know, and then we can get you started right now. Gut Whisperer out.